and the Chicago Bears. Two teams who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Under. Hey, we got four down. Switch. Two jet. Alert three. Check four.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Two jet.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Two jet. Z. Like 10. Z.
This is Howard on second down. Pushing his way through. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll sneak it with Taylor. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to fourth. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Check 26, check 26. Slow. Two jet.
A give to Howard. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Fake here on 1st down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Intended that time for Cooper. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
We got 4.
Slow.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Slow.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Z.
Four down.
Z.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Everson Griffin in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Talking about.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Tight end. Tight right.
Z.
They go play action with Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Zoom. Inside. All right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On second down, here's Rodgers. He shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
319 to Leonard.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And it's up and good. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or track.
Single. Going to 88. They're going to 88.
On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Slow.
Check. 4 down. Hey, switch gears.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. On the move to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Calais Campbell able to run him down for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Taylor, able to get away. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completion, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Careful, you're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
4 down.
319. Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, tick 26.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Carlson now to kick this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Under. 4 down. Alert.
They'll give to Howard running left. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Taylor. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Slow. Z.
On first down, it's Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Z. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Z.
Like 7. Here's Taylor to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from it.
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
On second down, Taylor. And that is incomplete here. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be third and 13.
We got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Taylor shakes off the sand. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
319. Yeah, Liz.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to produce.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Carlson now to kick this one away. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first, they go right back to Howard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. This is 3rd down and 12. They run with Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Z.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence and maybe They'll get to his normal yardage.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. Rodgers now. From the gun, he'll throw. Stepping up, he'll try. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
4 down.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Two tides.
4 down.
Ready. 319. 319.
Flare. Tens the mic.
Again, it's Howard. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Under.
On first down, they run with Howard. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play.
Double tight. 3 down.
Running with Howard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Under.
Odd. Stand up.
Now Howard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Under.
Mike 10.
Z.
You mine.
They pitch out to Howard. Stays on his feet. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 34 yards there and a first down.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
Under.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Two jet. Slow. He's coming, double up.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
No. 319. Zoom. 319.
Now Rodgers operating from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
3 down.
No. Blue 58.
Mike, check.
Run right. Hey, Lex. 15.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
That's where you belong.
Number 96 with the tackle. No game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Come on.
Look, we got it.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Slow. Under.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
The Bears on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
4 down. Alert.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Well, Charles, it's great to win.